Hello everyone, and thanks for stopping by to Scrap and Craft with Terry. Today I'm going to work on the first signature for my fall journal from Hither and Yon. So we're going to go ahead and get started. I have everything inked. Pretty much only just have to glue stuff down. It shouldn't take too long. But we'll see how far we get through it. Hopefully we get to the end. I don't want to make the video too long. So if you like my video, I just ask that you give me a thumbs up and check out my other ones. Alright, so on my first, this is like the first page of the signature. Now for the last page of the signature, I don't know what I was thinking. I didn't do anything for it. When I get there, we'll have to see. Maybe I'll just add some leaves to it. Because on this signature, all I'm going to do is I have these little metal sequin leaves. So I'm just going to put some around. I'm just going to lay them around now, then I can just pick them up and glue them. I figured that this was going to be an easier way than trying to figure out the first page. Maybe I kind of lazied out on this one. I don't know. We don't know. I don't know how I want all of them. I just want it to look like they're hanging off of the tree somehow. Know what I mean? And we have an extra one somewhere. Oh, maybe he goes over here and maybe he goes up here. I don't know. And maybe we'll put him over here and we'll put this one over there. We'll do something like that. It'll look shiny. If it doesn't look anything else, it'll look shiny. So these are kind of, they have kind of a curve to them. So I'm gonna hopefully think that just putting some glue on the top and the bottom, I don't know, maybe a couple parts on the side, because I haven't tried to glue these down. So hopefully they hold. Hate for them to fall off. I just have to make sure I put a little extra glue on them. I don't want them all going the same way, you know, because the leaves don't all go the same way. I'm going to have glue strings all over the place. So I think I finally have the second signature ready to go. Kind of finished getting everything inked for that earlier. So, oops. We'll shoot for another day or two. Then I can get that video up. Making a mess out of this glue head. I put a couple green leaves in too because in the fall, you know, we still have green leaves. I mean, our trees are just starting to turn. Seems like some of them, well, they turn in the summertime, but, and I don't know, this might be overkill on the first page, but I like it. So that's what I'm doing. It's something different in either case. All right, so there's our first page. Now I don't have this sewed in yet. Maybe I should sew it in before I start putting everything in it. I was going to sew it in, and well, then I forgot. So I'm just going to use this crochet thread. It's not real heavy, but it's heavy enough. And this needle is big enough that I can poke holes in the paper. If I can get the thread to go through, there we go. Now in my center, I already put my gems on this page. I think the pumpkins are just so pretty. I'm just gonna kind of guess where I make my holes at. Because it is, you know, just a little signature. Maybe this isn't heavy enough to poke my hole. Yes, it is. I knew it was. So we'll do one there. Now it's gonna make a liar out of me. And we'll do one there. And about the same spot, and we'll do one right there. Maybe it's about the same spot, but it's close enough. Doesn't have to be that precise. I'm going to go ahead and go in from the center, and I'll go into the top. Something that I made here just a while back, I had to do the pamphlet stitch. This is the 3-hole pamphlet stitch, and I didn't do it on camera. I said I would do it one of these days. Well, maybe today's the day. And I didn't cut my thread. Sometimes I cut a lot of excess and then I'm just wasting it. And that's a lot of excess, but I'm not going to pull it all back through. I'll leave some on there so I can not lose my needle. And then it all looks pretty tight. And we'll have one string on one side of this part here and one on the other. And then we're just going to go ahead and tie a knot. I generally tie it 2 or 3 times. And you can also add a little glue to it if you want. I have, and I don't always. And I'm just going to tie a little bow. If it's a little bit longer and you want to add gems, beads, not gems, but beads or something like that to it, then you have extra. You have extra strings if you want to add something to it. All right. So we're done with that. Now we can get started. Okay. Now, of course, I have all of my pages marked, have everything figured out what it is I have to do. I'm going to put, this I think was supposed to be like a little journal card, but I'm using it as a pocket, so I just rounded my edges, and I'm just going to glue it the 3 sides. Then I'm just going to, I think I already glued the flower on it, really. And I think my gem's stuck. Yeah, my gem's stuck. Okay, so I'll cut this one here a little straighter. And I'm just going to run the lace across the pocket, just as a little fancy. I didn't want to cut a notch into it. So how's everyone doing today? Hopefully everyone's doing good. And I just put a little gem inside of this. It's just artificial flower. Took the center out of it. And I'm just going to glue that like in the center. And then this is my little tag that I'm going to put in here. I think this is pretty. I didn't ink around the back of it. Well, let's ink real quick. So see, if I just miss a little spot, we'll just ink it up. Now this is just a piece of paper out of a music book. You can see the little things from it. So I just stamped a little, some kind of flower. I stamped it on there in orange. I'm going to use that as my little tag topper. This music book is old. The paper is really fragile. There we go, and that can go right in there. And even if it sticks up a little bit, that's just fine. Now let me see, what are we doing on this one? I have to stop and think of some of this stuff. I think on this one, I'm just gluing this back part up to maybe like there, and I'm doing a tuck. So I think that's all I'm doing. So I have this little journal card, and look at the little fox and the baby. Aren't they cute? And maybe I was putting that on there. We'll go ahead and do that now. I love the colors in this kit. I could do fall all year long. Actually, some of the decorations that I have in my house are fall colors. It's just the color scheme, simply because I like the colors. Now I had these marked, so I knew where I wanted to put my glue. And then this just slides in under the leaf. And this one can slide in on top of it. Yeah. So it goes in far enough that it's going to hold them. As long as I don't bend it up in the air, you know. Okay, so there's that one. Now on this one, okay, I actually had to stop and look at this one because I was thoroughly confused. So I think I have it figured out now what it is I'm supposed to do. So this is going to be a pocket, and I'm just going to put some cheesecloth on here. So I think I'll smear this around. And hopefully that should hold it down. Hang on. Okay, now I know what I'm doing. I was a little confused. We're going to go ahead and do this. Now we're going to do this part first. Now this was a double-sided, so I just cut out of it. So I'm just putting this paper on here so it can be journaled on. So I didn't have to stamp both sides. I didn't look to see that my flap was there. Now on my flap, this says begin an adventure. So I'm going to go ahead and glue this down. So I just folded the paper so I could have it come up for additional journal space. Now I'm doing okay. And then I'm going to glue this flower in the center just because I thought it needed something fancy. And hopefully it doesn't make the journal too bulky, but it should flatten down when it's closed. And then I'm just going to add some more leaves on it just because I like these leaves and I think it goes good with the journal. I mean, you know, you get this stuff, so you're supposed to use it, right? I'm just going to kind of put them around through. Just makes it look kind of glitzy. Now my hands are all gluey again. Okay, so there's that page. We just flip it up, we can write and we can write. And flip it back down. Okay, glad I figured that out. All right, next page. I do a lot in this signature with these leaves. Can't remember about the next one. All right, so I'm going to use this as a pocket. I think this was supposed to be one of the little journal cards, but I like it as a pocket. Had to look to make for sure I was still recording. Now on this tag, and I inked both sides, I like this. I didn't want to put a topper on it, but I'm actually going to use the leaf as the topper. So I'm only going to just put a little extra glue down in here so I know that it holds it on there. And I think the colors go good. Oh, if I rub too hard, I'm rubbing the color off. And then that'll just sit right down in there. So there we go. And there's that page. Okay. All right, now on this page, we're going to have a little corner pocket. I guess I have to put it on there the right way though, huh? I need to round my edge here a little bit. I'm just going to glue the two sides. And then down here, I'm just going to have Hello Autumn with a little flower. And do I have a leaf there? Nope, the leaf goes on that. Okay. So let me glue this down first. I have pictures off to the side that I can look at, but sometimes my pictures don't explain what it is I'm supposed to be doing for sure. I have to put this over a little farther so it stays on the pocket. And then we'll just put that on there. Now on this one, I'm going to have the leaf upside down, just simply because I didn't want them all going the same way. And then we have this little journal card and this little tag. So we can stick this in there and that in there. And there we go. Cool, huh? Okay, next page. Moving right along. We have more leaves. All right, now I just used some of the paper to make a side pocket. And I'm going to go ahead and glue the leaves on now. And put the orange one in the center. Hopefully I got enough glue on for that one. Okay. Then I just used some of the paper and made a fold out, stamped some leaves inside, and that's going to go right in the pocket. And there we go. I just have to make sure my pockets don't get glued together. Okay, next page. Now on this one's just going to be a simple little page. I'm just going to have a leaf on it, so we have plenty of journal space and crunchy leaves. And I don't think I inked anything around this stuff. So every once in a while they slide by me, what can I say? So when I'm inking, I kind of ink me plus what I'm supposed to be inking. So I'm just going to put that there and that up there. Let me wipe this off. And that looks cute all on its own. Then on this page, it's going to kind of be another easy page. We have leaves and flowers on this one. I'm just going to have some flowers down in here in the corner. And then I'm going to have some leaves up top. And then there'll be journaling space, because you can even write on that leaf. It's not too dark. So you can write all in there. Hope I'm up far enough. And if you missed my my walkthrough as to what my signatures was going to look like, just go back and find my video. Have a look. I don't think my flowers should be in the way. Okay. And I'm just going to kind of overlap the leaves. Just kind of glue them all together. Something like that. And now hopefully they'll stick to each other. I think they will. All right, so we're up to the center. And all I'm doing on this one is I already went through and I put my little gems around where I wanted them just to highlight different parts, because the center, what the pages that I'm using for the centers, I just don't want to do anything to them because I just think they're pretty all by themselves. So there's journaling there. You can journal on the pumpkins, make little notes, or just look at it and think it's pretty. Okay. Now, let me see how much time. Well, you know what? I think we're just going to go ahead and stop there, because I still have the whole rest of the thing to do, which doesn't seem like a lot, but it takes time when you're gluing the stuff all down. So when we come back again, we're going to start with the little scarecrow dude. Isn't he cute? And we'll go from there. So let me know down in the comments what you think of the signature so far. And I hope you come back to see me when I finish this signature. And until then, everyone, I hope everyone has a wonderful day and happy crafting. Bye for now.